All right. Hello, Durud and Shalom. We'll be
Salam.
live.
Hello, everyone.
So, hello. Okay. Hi, Ali.
Hello. How are you?
Good, good. It's been a while since I've been doing a live, so happy to jump back into it.
Yeah, it's been a
Yeah.
whole 30 minutes for you.
Yes, yes. Missed it. Missed doing this so much.
Yeah,
30
we're
minutes.
stretching Armin
Too
thin.
long.
He has to do four lives every
Yes.
day.
Yes. Guys, I missed you guys in the chat. I see people I was seeing about 30 minutes ago. I missed you guys. I hope you missed me as well. But I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Don't worry. All right. Anyways, let's stop this. This joke is going too long. But yeah.
But yeah,
Oh yeah. 20 minutes.
so today we're going to talk to you guys about how President Trump is coming back from New York, back to Washington, D.C. as we speak. He's going to miss his son's wedding. And that's already been covered for today on Iran Revolution Live. So we're just going to briefly mention that. There are security forces that are deployed in multiple cities across Iran. No clips of that. Manoto, which is a very famous Iranian broadcasting channel, is shutting down within 48 hours. Patrick Bet David has made a very annoying comment on the Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi. And today we have reached 2,000 hours of the internet blackout in Iran. In addition to that, long fuel queues are seen all across Iran, and several planes from Pakistan, Qatar, and Turkey arrived in Tehran today, thought to be aiding with the negotiations. So let's start. All right. So just to briefly
Ali,
share with you.
sorry,
Oh,
I
yeah?
was muted. I was just gonna say, Ali, great job capturing all of this. That's a really good list you have there.
Yeah, of
Like,
course.
wow. Yeah.
Of course. So you guys have seen this today. It's been talked about. President Trump was not going to go to his wedding, and well, still is not going to go to his son's wedding, and will be spending his weekend inside of the White House. He will not be golfing, and he has briefly visited New York today, where he gave a speech, and now he is on his way back to Washington, D.C. And this is making people think two things. People like us think that these are indicators of the strikes happening, and people opposite of us on the other side are believing that negotiations are very close. And that is why he's going to the White House, because negotiations have reached a point where something is about to happen. I, for one, think that this is a indicator that strikes are going to happen, because none of the points have been agreed to. They can't even agree on the prerequisites to meet and actually negotiate for the nuclear issue. And we have seen President Trump be quite frustrated. Sorry about that. Be quite frustrated for over a month now with these so-called negotiations. And so personally, I'm on the side that this indicates more boom booms. And getting on to a big piece of...
Let's do devil's advocate.
do it.
What about the people who say that there's some serious movement happening on the Pakistani side, and General Munir he's already in Tehran, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Apparently another the intelligence minister of Pakistan is also there, or is going.
Oh yeah. So again, I'm just playing devil's advocate. Some people suggest that maybe President Trump is canceling everything because there's some really great progress when it comes to finalizing the deal, and that's why they gave him the news that the Islamic Republic is capitulating, they're bending the knee, so they want to, maybe that's the reason for all of this movement and not military operations. But what do you think? How would you respond to that?
I think if there was, President Trump, he's made a statement like this where he's like, it shouldn't take you a week to get back to me on this issue. It should take you like 10 minutes. And so I think if he actually had an indicator that the talks were going through, he would want them to go through like that, like snap, within maybe 24, 48 hours. And we do know that his patience is actually running thin, and he's not just saying that for the media. Additionally, even people on his own side are starting to question why it's taking this long to negotiate with them when Pakistan, who is clearly not impartial, clearly very pro IRGC, and Qatar have been mediators before. They don't understand why the United States is trusting them to be mediators. And yeah, that criticism, in my opinion, should not be allowed to gain momentum.
Okay. Yeah, and let's also see what people in the chat as well think, because if you have Sarah saying I call bullshit. This is also, Ali, to support your perspective. It's also resembling exactly, remember when Operation Epic Fury started, we were having the Oman news official were traveling to the Americans, and then right in the middle of that travel, all of a sudden we had the military operation starting. So this is now, instead of the Omanis traveling, was it the Omanis traveling to America? Or was it, that was, I think the Omani officials had a message, like, where basically they were in the middle of the negotiations, and then we had the Omanis traveling to the Americans to communicate the last details of the deal. And then right in the middle of that, we had the Operation Epic Fury. So now the only thing that is changing, if the war starts right now, just replace the Omanis with the Pakistanis, and it's basically very like deja vu. And also it's Friday, and that like you just mentioned right before we went live, that the military operations Epic Fury also started on Friday. Is that correct?
They did. They started Friday for me and you, which are West Coast. Friday night at 9 p.m., like 9 something p.m., which was Saturday morning for Iran time. And there is actually some breaking news that does potentially support my theory here. So I'm pulling this up. This is as of 6 minutes ago, guys. So we have heard that now there is a NOTAM in Western Iran, and airspace has been closed until Monday morning. Ooh. Only daytime flights are allowed, and we can see that the NOTAM is here. All airports in west part of Tehran are closed, except for a certain amount of operational flights, sunrise to sunset, so no nighttime flights. All previous permissions
what is
are also
NOTAM?
suspended. NOTAM is a notice of no flights in the area, basically. No more flying.
Oh.
So the airspace, which was already cleared, will now remain clear officially. So here's the difference. The airspace was cleared, and there was no NOTAM. There was no official statement that made anyone clear the airspace. It was just clear because everyone thought something was coming. Now there is an official statement saying clear the air. After sunset, no more flights, and only a certain amount of approved flights can fly during the day.
By the way, I finally managed to get the dashboard, the intelligence dashboard working. So I see that over here as well. Look at this. So I have this whole dashboard here now that we could use. Okay. Yes. Wow. And if you look at that, it says,
can you
breaking...
zoom in over Karaj?
Oh. Karaj.
See if there's anything there. Yeah, that should be it, that yellow, or actually a little bit to the left of that, but what does that say? Oh, it's an airbase. Well, Armin, I actually have some more breaking news for you as of 2 minutes ago.
Okay.
Are you ready for that?
Yes, bring it up. Here.
All right. So, as of 2 minutes ago, Shin has reported that there is jet activity over Karaj. Karaj is pretty much at this point attached to Tehran as a city, very close to Tehran. And someone says Durud, and is saying that they have heard jets. So this is of right now. Oh, they even said Shabbat Shalom. How nice of them.
Wow. Look, guys, look at this. Wow. Okay, so this is messages from inside Iran, from Iranians to Iranians. This is a message from Iranians inside Iran to Iranians outside of Iran regarding what's happening inside Iran. And Iranians are telling Iranians Shabbat Shalom. Oh my God, if that doesn't show how pro-Israeli Iranians are, I don't know what does. Oh my God.
Jets over
Oh.
Kadaj. Well, interesting.
Yeah,
Oh, man, that's
Iranians
a
to Iranians speaking Hebrew. I mean, just Shabbat Shalom only. Epic. People loving it in the chat.
So let me get this
Okay.
straight. So within the last 30 minutes, the NOTAM was issued. By the time it took it to be reported, we just got it about 10 minutes ago, the NOTAM. And then as of a few minutes ago, 5 minutes ago now, we got someone in Iran, in Karaj, so basically Tehran, for those of you who just want to make it simple, has reported sounds of jet activity. And these people know what jet activity sounds like by now. Let's see if we can have any more statements like that. Whew. What if it happens right as we go live? That'd be great. That'd be fun.
I can see you're on edge.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we actually need to change the title for the show today because there's a so tell us like what you I can see like this you're tense. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that I'm gonna be stuck to my computer for another 24 hours. Yes, another account called Conflict Radar is also reporting fighter jet activity reported over Kadaj, citing locals being their source. So that's 2 people now. What do you think? Jet activity? Do you think it could be the IRGC?
Wait, I actually saw something about that. So this is multiple sources report. No, so that's not it.
On the
airspace in the Western Iran closed except for daytime flights. We already mentioned that. Multiple sources report airstrikes in. So that's in Lebanon. That's Lebanon. Iranian hackers rapidly upgrade digital capabilities against U.S. Israel. So that's 52 minutes ago.
You know, guys, this is received multiple reports. Shin has also reported. Let me just go to his profile here, actually. Where was this? Received multiple reports regarding jet scramble from Mehrabad Airport, which is the airport in Tehran. So that does seem to be actually IRGC jets, if that's true. But why would they be scrambling jets in the air right now?
Interesting. There's a lot of stuff happening in Israel right now.
What's happening?
So this is just IDF and Lebanon right now. I'm just looking at just the Iran. I'm just trying to filter for Iran stuff.
All right. So according to flight radar, a Qatari aircraft has departed Tehran. So it looks like the Qatari delegation has now just left. President Trump should also be back in the White House pretty soon. I haven't heard anything about the Pakistani delegation leaving, so it seems like they might still be there.
What do you think about the foreign ministry of the regime in Iran talking about the fact that they're not negotiating they're canceling any talks over the enriched uranium? That was a big deal. A lot of people were talking about that. We were talking about that in the discussion group as well. I don't
Yeah.
know if you saw
So
that.
for people like me and you, that's no surprise because Mujtaba said that before. He came out and said it again. So now how is the regime supposed to go against that? And I think we know who is speaking for Mujtaba, which is, in my opinion, Vahidi, or the people close to Vahidi, his camp, essentially. And that came right after President Trump said, you know, our hard line is the nuclear issue. Like, they won't have a nuclear weapon. And then we hear directly the regime comes out and they're like, we're not even going to talk about the nuclear issue. If you want to talk about the nuclear issue, give us money, open up the strait for us, do this, do that, seize the war, and then maybe we can talk about the issue. Maybe. And I don't know if that's a acceptable term for President Trump there.
Yeah, but do you think that the Islamic Republic has seen the writing on the wall? With the understanding that the attack is going to happen regardless, and that's why they're just basically, for saving face to their own followers, they're just basically say, they're basically just suggesting that, okay, because we didn't fall for it a third time, because unlike the last two times that we thought that the negotiations are happening, they're just wanting to sound tough before the attacks happen. Because why else would they be canceling the talks regarding the enriched uranium unless they think it's not going to go anywhere, right?
I'm thinking, if I'm the regime, here's what I'm thinking right now. I genuinely believe that I can keep control of the country even if the United States has a massive bombing campaign. As long as they don't put troops on the ground and I have enough people in the streets with guns, doesn't matter, you know, if there's only a couple people left standing at the end of the day in terms of IRGC leadership, the winner takes all. And that's why Vahidi's been hiding this entire time, is because he knew from the get-go that there were going to be another round of strikes and that he wanted to make sure that he would survive the second round of strikes and take everything after the end. So here's what I'm thinking if I'm him. Survive these strikes, will be severely weakened, but as long as we suppress the people, the United States, after these strikes, if they are not victorious, we have more leverage and we can tell them that we will not negotiate with them regarding anything, and the political pressure on President Trump will be too much and he will be forced to back off. That is probably their strategy at this point. What do you think?
What I'm hearing from the regime is that the ceasefire is killing them, and they were more united when they were at war, and they were also selling oil when they're at war. And right now, they're not selling any oil during ceasefire. So they're like, we were having more fun during war, so maybe let's just go back to that. That's what I'm hearing from them.
Yeah, I've been hearing that from them too. I've heard that a lot from their supporters who are getting on edge. So it seems like everyone's on edge. Everyone.
Yeah, the regime supporters can't wait to go back to military strikes for some reason. We'll see what happens. It's interesting because anti-regime Iranians can't wait for the military operations to start, but pro-regime Iranians also can't wait for the military operations to start. They hate this. They find the current situation humiliating.
Yeah, it is. You know, you brought up a good point. So earlier, I think Armin said, or maybe I hallucinated this actually, but I think you were saying the reason that they don't open the parliament is because people would come out. You did say that, okay. People would come out and say multiple different things, different viewpoints, and actually having it closed might be beneficial for the IRGC because they can regroup right now and give a sort of unified statement, which actually I think that they've done a good job at regrouping and consolidating themselves during this ceasefire, which is, you know, something that I'm a little annoyed about actually.
Yeah, they did actually. You're right. I'm glad that you saw it as well. They're getting more aligned, and opening the parliament will hurt that. I think the Vahidi has the upper hand right now, and he doesn't want a whole bunch of annoying people from the parliament coming out and criticizing the way that the Islamic Republic has been operating so far and how pathetic and weak they are. So he just wants to just keep a united front, and keeping the parliament closed helps with that.
It does help with that.
Okay, let's respond to some questions though in the chat. Because I see Texas has a question and you could respond to that. But before that, Amir started us with our first super chat. Thank you so much, Amir. Again, the super chat counter is not working, but I saw Lior was counting for us. So I don't know why the super chat counter is failing. But Amir said this is number one. So Amir saying, I told my mom on the phone, Javid Shah this evening. Guys, look at this. Iranians are saying Shabbat Shalom, and Israelis. I mean, Amir is an Iranian Israeli, honorary Iranian. So yeah, but Israelis are saying Javid Shah. And thank you, Amir.
Javid Shah, Amir.
Javid Shah. How do you respond to this, Texas?
Okay, so Texas says, how long could the regime live under an airstrike campaign? Completely depends on the airstrike campaign. If it's what I think is going to happen, which is a week-long campaign where we hit about 3 to 4 times many more targets than we did in the last one, probably not very long. People like Vahidi would survive because that's his whole goal from the start, is to live this out. But I think a lot of the mullahs will be flattened. That bingo chart should be pretty much gray. I would say, yeah, over 90% of that chart should be grayed out with this. But in terms of the regime itself, it's not going to completely destroy them. And, that's not a realistic goal with just the campaign alone. But if we weaken them to the point where perhaps the United States, after the airstrike campaign, can go in and have an operation to take the uranium out and the people rise up, then I would say not very long.
She, before we go to just more super chats, but she Texas followed up by saying, what makes you think it's only a week?
Should we say? Can I say that? Well, basically, someone who is very well versed in these sort of things believes that it's going to be about 5 days. Now I'm adding a couple on top of that, so I think it's about a week, maybe a little bit longer.
Who are you talking about?
Jeff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So wait, do you? Yeah, I mean, we broadcast his opinions.
Yeah.
Like we live stream it, right?
I just want to respect his, yeah.
So wait, 4 days for what? For the entire regime to like a week for the entire regime to collapse?
Basically, Jeff's saying that the campaign itself will be in about 5 days. They will hit 39,000, 36,000 targets. So in this the last strikes, they lasted, much longer than a week, and they hit about 13, 14,000 targets. Also, Israel hit their own amount of targets, right? But now we're going to condense all that time into 1 week, a little bit less, and multiply the targets by 4. So the bombing campaign will be like nothing that's seen ever. That shock and awe is what is going to drive the regime to its knees militarily. And then financially, they'll also be starved. The people will also rise up. The United States will most likely either try to attempt to extract the uranium at that point, or if they see that things are progressing really well, then they would just wait for regime to fall, then take the uranium out afterwards. All of these things all at once, I would say the regime would not have very long to live after that. And remember, when these things start, they happen very, very fast. What do you think, Armin?
I'm more skeptical you know. But the reason why I'm skeptical, because I've been doing this for a very long time. I mean, I like the sound of that, to be honest. Right. Right. Um, but I've been seeing predictions that are that good, that are that optimistic here for. I mean, at some point, one of these is going to end up being correct, right? At some point, somebody's going to say the regime's going to fall in 1 week, and they end up happening to be the correct one, the correct prediction. But I have dealt with thousands of predictions like this that didn't end up being true. Okay, again, I'm not saying that that means that all of them are not going to be, like, none of them is going to be true, because one way or another, at some point, one of them is going to be true. But I have had more of a decade of dealing with exactly those types of prediction that didn't end up happening.
Guys, I'm the young, quick to the draw, inexperienced person who likes to, really get ahead of himself here. And Armin will keep you grounded. So if you want to get the excitement, you'll get that. And then right afterwards, you will actually see that someone with much more experience has seen these things before and can tell you that just wait and see what happens. Maybe a couple indicators so far are not enough for us to get totally excited over it. And I completely agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Also, yeah. But again, I have to remind people again that I don't want to be pessimistic, because one way or another, at some point, somebody's going to say the regime is going to fall within a week, and they're going to be right. Right. I just don't know which one of them. I just don't know who's going to be that person. Where, at what point that prediction is going to be the correct prediction. I just don't know if it's this one, right?
Yeah.
Oh wow, Sarah is saying I
Oh yeah,
actually.
I was going to bring that
Yeah.
up too.
So I actually hate that Armin is correct so often. Wow. Sorry. Oh yeah, and Fine Stars, which is your official name now, is saying I'm like you, Armin, so I appreciate the skepticism. Oh, and Guy is here saying this is the first time the Iranians are not alone. That's the difference. That is a big difference. The thing is, okay, I don't want to be. Should I say this? Okay, I don't want to be the pessimist here. The thing is that the previous predictions were also different from the previous optimistic points of views were also with the added point that this time is different from the last time because of something. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like every time there was an uprising, it was like the one before it, right? It was something that gave us the upper hand more than the prediction that came like a few years earlier and failed. Every time we had something now more in our favor and something that the regime was weaker, to the like something that was to the disadvantage of the regime. So it was always different. It was always different from the previous round. But I know this time is very different. Like, I understand that, right? I completely understand that. We do have some super chats that we haven't responded to.
Also, you're completely right. That's a good point.
Oh well, thank you. Well, I mean, I hope I'm not though this time. I hope this time, like, okay, this time I hope you're right. Guys, I love to be wrong when I'm skeptical, right, about Iran being liberated soon, right? I couldn't be happier to be wrong about anything that. But again, I'm not even saying that it's not going to happen. Like, I'm just saying that I don't know. right? What I do know is that the Islamic regime cannot survive. Okay, I just don't know when. Sherry is saying, I'm Israel Chai, Javid Shah. I'm Israel Chai, Israeli flag, Javid Shah from United States. I'm Israel Chai and Javid Shah right back at you, Sherry. Thank you
Thank you,
for
Sherry.
being a supporter. And then we had, I bought my tools to fix the super chat count. Oh, okay. Sorry, I can't read it so far. I brought my tools. I feel like, did you buy tools specifically to fix the super chat? Okay, well, get on it then. Okay, it's still, I mean, here's the thing though. We have the best super chat counter one could ever ask for anyways. Who cares about YouTube super chat counter? We have Lior. In fact, this is an upgrade. This is an upgrade. Okay, this is a superior way of counting super chats. Okay,
we can look at a puppy every time.
Yes, a cute puppy. And not only she counts it, she also tells us that we're see, the old super chat counter would not tell you that you're halfway there, but Lior does. Lior tells us that we're halfway there. See, this is superior.
Thank you, Lior.
Thank you, Lior. Lior.
Lior.
Lior. Yes, exactly. Don't you forget that. And that's a threat. And then we got, oh, somebody is saying super chat. So first of all, thank you for trying. Okay, thank you for trying. And because Curtis is saying super chats are not active on Ali's YouTube channel, right? And let me bring this up. Wait, where is that? No, not that one. This one. This is Ali's channel. We're close to 9. The reason is because it's not monetized yet. Okay, so we're trying to get it to 1,000 subscribers. So we're so close. Again, I'm going to put the link to it in the chat. Guys, we're so close to 1,000. So please go and subscribe to Ali's channel. The link is also in the description. So we could monetize his channel so he could get super chats. Right?
Yay.
Yay.
1,000, the big number.
Yes. And so, guys, for a YouTube channel to be monetized, and they need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. How many watch hours do you have, Ali?
Almost, I think, like 2,800.
Okay, good. So
yeah,
3, 4.
There.
Yeah, we're going. Okay, let's read the super. Okay, so Curtis is saying the IRGC don't want peace because they believe Allah chose them. We cannot underestimate their radical beliefs, and that they will make a deal. Yes, I mean, you're right. But if they do make a deal, it's only to delay so that they can recover. And then basically, because, I mean, the other way to say what you're saying is that their goal is global Islamic domination for the sake of Allah, right? And even if sometimes they act more moderate, it's only because they're hiding their true nature to buy time and recover and get stronger, and then eventually come back with a greater strength. Yeah, and thank you, Curtis, for your super chat.
Yeah, they also like
and
money.
Then we have money. What do you mean?
They also like living these lavish lives. They also like the money of it.
Oh, but about Nima was just saying, I just log on. Did it happen? Not yet, Nima.
Not yet. We have IRGC jets that are up in the skies over Tehran. And the Qatari delegation is trying to get out of Iranian airspace as soon as possible, to the extent which they're not even trying to fly back towards Qatar. They're just trying to get out of the airspace as soon as possible.
That's a big deal, but Ali, thank you so much for, bringing that to our attention. That's a huge deal. Guys, things might be happening while we're on air, like right now. Like we might actually be breaking it to you as we're live, right? And then Sadat is saying, what's up with your super chat counter? Well, it just jumped to 6, but it's wrong. It's jumped to 6, but Lior is confirming that it's 7. I don't know if it's just my YouTube channel that has a problem with the counter, or other people are experiencing this as well. You know what? Once Ali's becomes monetized, we will turn on his super chat counter and see if it's working for him as well.
I think
But
it's
thank
so
you for
funny.
checking. Yeah.
I think it's so funny whenever something goes wrong, and then someone in the chat always goes like "mag bash super chat counter" or something like that. It's like you guys taught them that. And then
Magbar super chat counter, love that. But we have, anyways, we have a superior super chat counter by Leo saying 7 out of 10. Thank you so much. And thank you, Sadata, for supporting us. I think Sadata just wanted to just give us a super chat, and he just used the super chat counter as an excuse. And Sarah saying, I have a 2-year-old, half Iranian son, and right now he destroys everything and is a troublemaker, but hope when he's older he will be thoughtful, gentle, and intelligent like you gentlemen. Oh, that is so
Are we?
Javid.
Thank you.
Thank you. I mean, I was a big troublemaker. Very big troublemaker. I drove my parents crazy, especially when I was a bigger troublemaker when I was in my teenage years than when I was 2. So,
yeah, me too.
Are you a
But then
troublemaker?
I was, but then you learn. So it's good that your son is a troublemaker, because then there's room for growth. Also, I don't know, maybe
Yes.
like son, like mom. I don't know, I wonder where he got it from.
Yeah. I mean, I was also a destroying force, and then I decided to take all of that desire to destroy and directed it all at Islam. So it's not bad. It's not bad to be for a force of destruction, as long as you aim it in the right direction, right? So maybe your son will also continue to want to destroy, but destroy things that deserve to be destroyed. Okay, I don't know. All right.
I also felt the same way when I was a kid. Like, I think for me, it started around age 9. I felt the same exact way you did. I was like, I'm going to direct all of this towards the Islamic Republic.
Right. Oh, really?
Yeah.
At what age you say?
At 9. Because, like, keep in mind,
Wow.
like a couple months before, okay, I'm living in California. I'm going to a public school in the United States of America in California. Then fast forward 3 months, I'm standing in the line to get bread at like 6 a.m. And then I go back home and I wear my 3-piece suit to go to private school in Tehran. And then I call the taxi. We get in the taxi and we go to school. Now it's all completely different. It's like boys only, all Islamic Republic stuff. And I'm like, I hate this. I hate this. I hate this every day.
And then you decided that I'm going to destroy the Islamic Republic for making me do this?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, when you're a kid, you're like, I hate something. I want to.
That's interesting, because I had a moment like that. Well, I'll tell you, but look at this. Leo is saying 10 out of 10. We made it. We made it, guys, already. Thank you. And thank you, Leo, for keeping count. So wait, what was it? So what was it that the regime made you do that you were like, fuck this shit, I'm going to burn this thing to the ground? Like, what was the feeling?
The school I went to, and I swear to God, it's the only school in Iran that was like this. I think if I went to anywhere else, I would have had a much better experience. That school was full of pro-regime kids. It was like their school. And then they find out like 2 weeks in that Ali is a Khariji and he's from America. Like, I'm a foreigner from America. And then, yeah, that was not nice after that. I hated going to school every day. Also, the teachers and the vice principal, like, let's just say you did get hit, right, by another kid or bullied or whatever, don't care. Not their problem. You're an American, they're a pro-regime family. They will never, ever take your side, no matter what happens. And that is why some tires, when I left, had some things happen to them. Many tires, actually. Many tires.
Wow. Wait, did you do that?
Me and other kids, yes.
Oh, what the holy crap, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
it actually took us multiple days, because when we're kids, we think we just take like you think you just take a needle and you pump it into a tire and it like deflates the tire. It doesn't work like that. So we had to like go home the next day, get like an actual kitchen knife, bring it to school, and then start like
Okay, you
Anyway,
two, we're not endorsing anybody doing anything like that. This is against the terroristic regime officials, whatever. Like, don't do that,
actually,
guys.
this was all a dream. Actually,
It was all a dream.
I was dreaming
Yes.
this, and then none of it happened.
Yes, we're just interpreting dreams right now. Yeah, we're trying
Yeah.
to figure out. Here's the experience I had at some point, which is not as big as I mean, I had two experiences, but that was okay. So this is the day that I decided, because my war against Islam started when I was still in Iran. Like, we had meetings, we had online activities and everything. I created Atheist Republic when I was still in Iran, so I was already active against Islam while I was still in Iran. Like, for multiple years, I started the world's biggest atheist community that ended up becoming 2.5 million followers before Facebook took it down at some point. But so the community that I started wasn't even the biggest in Iran. It became the biggest in the world. And I was in Iran when I started it. But the day that I decided to leave Iran, I'm like, I'm leaving this place and I'm going to be active against all of you from outside of Iran. Was okay. Let me go back 1 year. I decided for my last year of high school to not go to school, because I was preparing for concours. Concours is a university entrance exam inside Iran, right? And I wanted to get to Tehran University, which is really hard to get to, but I managed to get to it. Like, I did good in the university.
Yeah, guys,
entrance
Tehran
exam.
University is like the Harvard.
Yeah. Yes, really. So, but the year that I studied for the university entrance exam, I was saying I need to study so hard that I don't have time to waste my time commuting to school and back. That will eat too much into my study time. Also, I don't have time to be sitting in classes listening to teachers while I could be home studying, right? These people are, this is a waste of my time, study time. So I basically decided to take 1 year of school, and I went into the basement of our home and I locked myself in for a whole year. For a whole year, I would come out like once every 2 months or 3 months. I couldn't see sunlight. I couldn't see anything. Everything was blocked off. My mom would come and deliver food to me. I had like timers. I had like flashcards. I had so many. I turned the entire area into a study room, and I was studying based on timer. I didn't know what time of the day it was, and there was no sunlight or anything for me to know what time of the day is. I would take like naps, like 30-minute naps, 45-minute naps, wake up and then study again. So I was locked in there, and I just had to come out just to do the end of the term exams in the high school, just to pass it and then go back home to study, right? That's what I was doing. So when I went to the high school to do the Quran exam, it was me and these two other. So most kids are just stay in high school and they do their exams with the rest of the classmates, right? But when we went to do our exam, it was just me and two other boys that were like me, that were staying at home and not coming to school. So it was three of us doing the Quran thing, and the teacher that was we were supposed to read the Quran. So it wasn't like a test that you write and pass. This Quran like exam was like, I thought it was retarded. Or like all the other exams are, you just sit there, you answer the question, you go home. This one, somebody comes and listens to you, and you have to read it. and then you have to like look at your pronunciation and all that garbage, right? So we were all three of us were ready for this Quran teacher to come there and examine us studying reading the Quran, reciting the Quran. And then he looked at us and he had like smug, he had this disgust because he could see that we were like basically bache susul in his opinion. You're like upper class kids that are basically Quran is like shit to them and they're just passing this exam. And he sat there and he looked at us and he was like, do any of you have the wuzu? And then the wuzu is like the Islamic washing that you're supposed to do before prayer and also before touching the Quran. Like you're unholy, you're not pure. We can't touch the Quran without having wuzu on. And we were like obviously not, because we don't give a shit, right? And then he looked at us and like, do you even know how to do the wuzu? Do you even know how to do Islamic washing, like the Islamic washing? And we were like, yeah. And like, go outside. So don't go outside into the yard. I'm gonna open my window. I'm gonna watch you do the wuzu so I could see that you know how to do it. And I don't know why, but this guy was really getting on my nerves. So we all got outside and we were all like secretly telling each other, like, which one is it first? Like, and like, it's right hand. Like, so we got the water and we're like this and this and this. And I had to take our shoes off and do it on our feet. And I'm like, I don't know. But that experience for some reason was so humiliating. And I'm like, fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. I'm leaving this country as soon as possible. I don't like to, like, I don't know why, but that experience for some reason made me just decide that I had enough. Yeah. And yeah, exactly. I was an atheist. So I was doing the wudu. I was like, I never thought I would ever have to do a wudu ever again after I left Islam. So, yeah.
Fortunately, I never had to learn any of that besides the Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen stuff. The two phrases that everyone has to learn. That would have driven me nuts.
Yeah. I know a lot of you might think it's not a big deal, but you have to understand that we were disgusted by Islam. So somebody forcing us to do the wudu while he's watching us and judging us is, if you have lived in that environment, you would know how infuriating that is for somebody making you do that.
Yeah. Have you guys ever tried doing something out of passion and you really enjoy it, and then have to do it because you're forced to do it? Like now it's your job, or now you're being paid to do it or something, and then it becomes completely unenjoyable and you stop wanting to do it. So sometimes mixing those things are not a great idea.
Yeah.
Which was not what you said, but unrelated.
Okay, let me read the super chats fast. Jennifer saying, just subscribe to Ali's channel.
Well,
there we
you,
go.
Jennifer.
Thank you, Jennifer. Wow, you're at 892. So guys, 8 more subscribers and he would be at 900. We might get you to 900 today.
Yeah, that's the goal for today.
That's the goal for today. Nima is saying, going to Iran rally today. Oh, thank you for going there, Nima. Thank you. May hear the news then. Oh, Nima, make sure you're recording so that you get the reaction of the crowd. If while you're there, the news comes that the Americans and Israelis are attacking, that would be so beautiful to capture. Like if you're there and all of a sudden everybody's looking at their phone and you see people celebrating and cheering, that would be the best one to capture. That would be, oh my God, I would be so jealous. I would be so jealous.
Us.
Yes.
If you can send it to us, we'll show it. Like one of our viewers.
Yes, he was there catching it live. Exactly. And yeah, people are asking for Ali's channel. Again, let me bring this up again. This is Ali's channel. And again, the link is in the description. The link is also in the chat.
Thank
One
you.
more time. Go subscribe. We're getting it to 900.
Armin's
And
army.
thank you for asking. Ali's army. Okay. And then we have oh, look at this. Erickson is saying, get another super chat. That's what it is. And thank you. That's sweet. And then we have Cat Lover saying, my uncle is a mullah. What? He has a white SIM card. Wow. I'm so sorry that your uncle is like that. So guys, white SIM cards are the SIM cards that the regime gives to pro-regime Iranians to be able to have access to internet right now inside Iran to basically spread regime propaganda. And we call it bloody SIM cards. Because they have Iranian blood on them. So they call it white SIM cards. We call it bloody SIM cards. SIM card Khunin. Oh, look at this. Eric Sanchez saying Javid with one super chat and Shahin another super chat. And then look at this. Lior just confirming that we got 10 out of 10 and doing the party thing, the confetti thing that like the YouTube does every time we get to 10 out of 10. And then Eric is saying 13 out of 10. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Whoa.
Appreciate that. All right.
You know,
okay.
Imagine a day where when we are victorious and we use the talking point of like, see, there are mullah families that have people in their families, like Cat Lover over there, who are pro-Iranian people or like pro-Shah or whatever. And we'll use that as a talking point against the mullahs. Be like, even your families are turning against you. I can't wait.
Oh, Ali, you hit 900.
Oh.
Yes, 903. Yes, people in the chat confirmed that.
We're over 90% of the way there now.
Wow. Amazing. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Guys,
oh my God.
For my 900th subscriber level, I'm going to share with you guys a piece of hype. Okay, this is pure hype. This may not mean anything. Okay. But I will show you guys this. So this was when the strikes first started. Look at President Trump's hat. Okay. And then this is what he wore today.
Ooh.
Ooh. Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Wow. Look at this. Hopefully. Just for the party. Well, does that matter? People are saying that does matter. I don't know. Does it? USA. Ooh, so good. Oh my God, I hope so. Good catch, by the way, Ali, for finding these posts.
Thank you.
We got another super chat by Erickson saying, Armin, after the massacre, you translated a message from an Iranian about how he escaped running through streets only to end up at a second massacre site and escaping again. I remember that because the only reason why that message was out there because this person directly sent it to me. Like that was not something that I was translating from an audio message being out there. He contacted me and he sent it to me and I went through translating that. I mean, unless you're talking about a different similar message. He went to, I remember going through so much detail about every single step of his experience. Oh, you're looking for it. I don't know exactly where it is now. I would have to I'm going to have a hard time finding it. But I remember that. Yeah. Wow. It seems like so many years ago, but these were just a few months ago.
Yeah.
Remember like the early January events, the massacre events? Can't believe that go on.
You were asking me, you're like, how long ago did you join school, which is the discussion group, right? And I was
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, that was it was January 16th when I joined. After like watching for a bit, like your guys' stream, and Armin was, and I was like, yeah, that was about 4 months ago. Armin was like, wait, what? 4 months ago? What do you mean? That was like a month ago. It was like 2 months ago. I was like, no, it was like 4 months ago. He's like, what? What? Things have been going on. Even Donald Trump, from time to time, is like, yeah, they killed 42,000 protesters last month. And he said that multiple times. I'm like, it was 4 months ago. You know, like time has been flying by this year. It's already May. We're almost halfway through the year.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for reminding us about all of this, Erickson. And then we have another super chat from Sarah saying, because of Islam, I was embarrassed of being Iranian my entire life. Oh, no. Wasn't born there and no memories of Iran, but now I am more proud than ever. I'm happy that you could feel proud of being Iranian. And you know, Sarah, it's very interesting because I've noticed many Iranians in the West wouldn't say they're Iranian. They would say they're Persian because they were worried the word Iran brings up, you know, Islam and terrorism and mullahs in people's minds. And now, ever since the uprising of the Iranian people and the whole world noticing their bravery and their fight and what they truly stand for, I noticed those people are now going around and telling everybody they're Iranian. They will say they're Iranian. And now they're proud to be Iranian. And so many of the younger second born, you know, younger kids in United States and Canada would never go around saying they're Iranian ever since what the Iranian people did and the whole world witnessing them. I've noticed they try to come up with ways to mention to people that they're Iranian. And this is what I tell the Iranian people inside Iran. When I was live on my Persian channel before the internet was cut, I had a good audience there. And I always tell them, you guys have no idea how you have done something. Iranians everywhere outside of Iran, what you did made us able to go around and say that we're Iranian with more pride than ever before. The Iranians who were embarrassed or didn't care about this are now, for the first time, are experiencing being proud of being Iranian. But also the Iranians who were already proud are experiencing much higher pride. Like they look at, yeah, this is who we are. Look at us. This is what our people believe. This is what they stand for. And this is how they fight for it. This is how they fight for what they believe. I have a very close friend, Susanna. She's American. And she says that me as an American, I had to learn what it means, what freedom means from Iranians. Because it's Iranians who don't have freedom and who value freedom and who fight for freedom that remind the rest of the world how valuable freedom is. I think the entire world, that the rest of the free world that are just living in freedom and don't appreciate it through the perspective of Iranians and their fight for it, they could learn how to appreciate freedom the same way that the Iranians people, like seeing Iranian people fight for liberty, not only inspires people around the world, but also reminds them of how valuable what they have, how valuable it is.
And that trend will only continue. You'll only feel prouder.
Yeah, look at this. Sarah saying, I'm Iranian and love it. Oh.
There's actually 800 Iranians watching right now.
Oh, yes. Everybody's honorary Iranian. No, thank you guys. And then we had here, Cat Lover with the saying, my dad was a child soldier in 8-year war. Wow, guys, Cat Lover's uncle is a mullah and a regime supporter. And and her father was a child soldier in the 8-year war between Iran and Iraq. He was 13. He joined IRGC after that. He says, my biggest honor is that I was never against the Shah. That's, cat lover, you should be so proud of your father. And please, guys, remember that this is why we have to be careful. Not everybody who joined IRGC is our enemy, especially during Iran-Iraq war. Many of the people who went and joined the war against Saddam, they did it to protect Iran against Saddam's invasion. They didn't go there to protect Islam, even though some people joined the Artesh, some people joined the IRGC. It wasn't, not everybody there was there because of the defending the values of the Islamic Republic. They saw that their country was being invaded by Saddam, and the Iranian people are very, very determined to fight for anybody who challenges Iran's borders. Remember this. Prince Reza Pahlavi even offered the Islamic Republic for him to go back to Iran and serve as a fighter jet pilot against Saddam. That's how determined Iranian people are to defend their borders, that even though the Islamic Republic was empowered, they don't care. They will go and join any army that is fighting against Saddam. So remember that. So even somebody who was never against the Shah joined the IRGC to defend their borders. I mean, I don't encourage that to do that at 13, but yeah.
Yeah, man, that era of the Iran-Iraq war was so destructive for Iran. And to this day, there's a lot of buildings in multiple cities that are just rubble, like half rubble, half standing. A lot of the buildings actually have murals on their side, like painted on, about people who did lose their lives in the Iran-Iraq war as well. It's something that we can't forget, and it hurts twice as much when you see Hashd al-Shabi and other Iraqi militias crossing over from Iraq into Iranian cities, the same ones that people like your father fought and risked their lives, and many of them gave their lives for, to defend. And now they just waltz over at the request of the IRGC. Hurts.
Look at this. Sam in the chat saying, damn Islam and Islamic Republic. Iranian here. I was 3 times banned in high school because of Islam, and 2 times arrested for Islam and jailed, and oh my God, and raped by morality police.
So sorry to hear that.
Yeah, sorry to hear that. And then we have an Iranian here saying Piruzi nazdike, which means victory is near. Sam, I'm so sorry to Sam Shirazi. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Man, this is their ideology. It's not only is it like okay, it's like they encourage to do that. Animals. Actually, that's a compliment. What was that?
Actually, yeah, you're right. I love animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, savages.
Garbage.
What do you have? You had some other things you wanted to share with us?
Yeah. So remember the other day when someone asked you that they were learning Farsi and they wanted to find material to better learn Farsi, and you were like, look at Manoto. Manoto, guys, is it's similar. It's on par with like Iran International. It's similar to that, and they broadcast a lot of like Iranian programs, documentaries, and news. when they talk about it. In fact, when all of the January 8th and 9th stuff was happening, if you guys remember, there was a girl whose father was a IRGC commander, and she calls Manoto and was saying that my father is terrible. He beats me. I've been arrested multiple times for being against the IRGC, and they're ready to flee with bags of dollars, this and that. My friends were, raped, and I wasn't, and I feel so much guilt. That's Manoto. And we have some news about that. So today, Manoto posted, and this is in Farsi, so I'll translate this. Oh yeah, it's already translated. All right. Manoto declares that they will be shutting down due to pressures and difficulties that they've recently faced because of the changing political landscape. Now, guys, these guys aren't as big as Iran International. They don't get as much funding as Iran International does. And they've been put under a lot of pressure in the past few months. And that got to them. Got to them to the point where they will be ending their subscriptions and memberships in 2 days from now. So within 48 hours, no more broadcasting from Manoto. And they end their statement saying, "Long live Iran." This is incredibly sad. I hope they come back after all this.
That's what happens to all their videos on their YouTube channel. Like, that's important to keep there.
I'm not
That
sure.
sucks.
They did say that this just means they didn't specify about that, but they just say we are halting Manoto's broadcasts so that in the future we can continue. So it does seem like a temporary stop, hopefully. And I'm hoping that when they say broadcast, they just mean their live shows and that all of their pre-recorded or, stuff that they already have up stays. But yeah, if you guys wanted to learn Farsi, maybe go, I don't know, download their videos.
Their
I'm not sure.
documentaries are still there. You could still use their documentaries to watch those. But is it financial problems? Sarah's saying they're getting silenced.
Yeah, so it's said that Iran's political environment has grown increasingly hostile and polarized by the day. And they cited that as the most, the biggest reason. So they do have financial constraints. They talked about that. But they mentioned that they have pressures.
We have never been disunited. We have never been disunited, though.
Yeah.
I wonder why they didn't put...
Well, keep in mind that they're shutting down within 48 hours. So whoever is shutting them down is doing it as hard as possible immediately. Like, maybe these people have their lives in danger. We don't know.
So Texas is saying they're based in England. Yeah, correct? Yes, they're based in England. Is it me reading too much into this to say I wonder why they didn't put Javid Shah at the end?
I don't know.
Because they were supposed to be a pro monarchy channel, so I don't know.
Yeah, it does seem like, I would guess that they're probably being threatened directly.
Go to the bottom, like, see, they say Payande Iran, but they don't say Javid Shah. So if you show the original Persian, does that say Payande Iran? See, Fine Stars also thought the same thing. Yeah, Payande Iran. Weird.
Payande Iran. Yeah, that does sound like they're being threatened, huh? It's like a little subtle hint.
I don't know. We have to be careful with predicting these things.
Yeah.
I'm thinking something else, but I'm not going to say it to not cause more division.
Okay. CBS is reporting that some Trump administration officials have canceled their what do you call it, Memorial Day plans in anticipation of the strikes. This does not mean that they know the strikes are coming. They're just preparing in case they are.
Whoa. Wait, wow. That's a huge indicator. Wait, how do we know it's because of the, like, who's coming up with the...
Just CBS is stating that multiple officials in the Trump administration are canceling their Memorial Day plans. So I guess they have their social media monitored or something like that.
Okay, canceling the Memorial Day plans, and it says that it's because of preparation for the strikes?
Yeah, that's their opinion, that it's in preparation for the strikes.
Oh my God. Okay. Wow. Okay, we got a super chat. Let me actually respond to this. Shawl is saying, since October 7th, I've gotten to know Iranians online. Yeah, actually, that's a very important point, guys, because a lot of people think that Iranians became this pro-Israeli because of the current strikes and of Israel. Like, people are like the Israelis who have been with us for a while, they know that since October 7th, we have had more and more Iranians come out in support of Israel. And the major event that caused Iranians to be more open about their pro-Israeli stance was Prince Reza Pahlavi's travel to Israel, which happened way before all of this. Ever since then, we have seen Iranian people wave around the Israeli flag since then. Historically, we have always been pro-Israel, but I'm just saying, like, the more open about it. They're saying they understand United States, Israel more than anyone. So I hope they are free soon. When it happens, I'll be immensely proud that we took a part. Can't wait. You did take a part, and that will bond the new Iranian nation with Israel forever. Because this new rise of Iran, the genesis story of that, will forever have Israel in the first chapter, in Israel and United States in the first chapter of our genesis story, which binds us together in a way that nothing else could. So thank you, and thank you so much for seeing us and supporting us.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then we got another super chat saying, "Oh, Sam, big hug, sister. Look at this, Sam. Are you still here? People are loving you in the chat. Yeah. Thank you, guys. You guys were so supportive. Yeah, you guys in the chat were so supportive when Sam said that. Thank you, guys. Wait, let me see. Okay, what do you have?
So before we go to the next thing, so Marco Rubio, who was in Northern Europe, I think it was either Denmark or Sweden, has left and is on his way to India. He's been flying all morning, all day. Right now, he has, as of a few minutes ago, 3 minutes ago, he has just cleared the danger area and is now entering Pakistani/Kazakh airspace, approaching India, where he will have his meeting there. So he is also clear now of danger. But yeah, the next thing I wanted to talk about was, so we went over the fact that there's 2,000 hours of internet blackout now. All right, let's get to this guy. So many of you might know PBD, or Patrick Bet-David, and he is a rather controversial figure as of the past few months. Some of you may have opinions about him. Some of you may not know who he is. But in case you did not know him already, I would like to play this clip where he is talking about Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi for you.
See this guy succeed. Of course I want to see him succeed.
Yeah.
But eventually you get to a point where it's like, stop talking shit, deliver. It's very simple to me. If you're going to say you're going to deliver,
you.
go and stop now putting the onus, because now you know what happens. And I want to tell you what his next move could be. Now it's kind of like, oh, say nothing happens with the Iranian revolution and Iranian regime change or regime collapse. Guess who he's going to blame? Trump.
Yeah,
Oh, you'll see.
Of course.
You'll see.
And that would be completely
and that'll
unfair.
be a coward's move. But watch him. He'll be cornered because it's either his fault or Trump's fault. He's always going to be the guy that's, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's that person's fault. It's not my fault. I hope he doesn't take that route. But if he's going out there saying you're confusing the hell out of everybody, I already see the next few moves
if
coming.
he did that,
What a fucking garbage of a human being do you have to be to say for these words coming out of your mouth? It's either Trump's fault or Prince Reza Pahlavi's fault,
But not the IRGC's fault.
but not the fucking Islamic Republic massacring the Iranian people. What the fuck do you think he could do? Do you think he's a fucking Mahdi? Do you think he's a miracle worker? He doesn't even have a standing army. Look, what the fuck do you want him to do? He has done everything and above everything that we ever expected of him. Way above anything that we ever expected from him. He has dedicated his entire life to the Iranian people. Unlike you, who's betraying the Iranian people by attacking the very person that the Iranian people bled for. The Iranian people bled for. The Iranian people came out and died for the chance to be able to shout out his name. And then you come out and attack the very same person that the Iranian people have chosen as their only hope for liberation? Only because the regime hasn't fallen yet? And you're saying it's his fault because the regime hasn't fallen yet? Fuck you. Look at revolutions in history. It takes decades even sometimes for revolutions to be successful. We are dealing with a regime armed regime that uses machine guns against its own unarmed civilians. What the fuck? What do you want Prince Reza Pahlavi to do? He has done way more than you could ever imagine. He has done more than any Iranian, any person ever. He has given up his family. His family members died because of this. He lost his father. He lost his brother. He lost his sister, and he's still back at it.
Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi's grandfather was exiled and died in exile. His father was exiled and died in exile. He himself was exiled, lived his whole life at a point where he didn't have to do anything. He spent his entire life advocating for the rights of the Iranian people. The only person he's ever blamed is the IRGC and the Mullah regime. And Patrick Bet-David comes out and says that that Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi is going to blame President Trump if things don't go right. No mention of the IRGC. That is pretty indicative, PBD. Shame on you. You are truly garbage. And this is great because everyone's going to see this. Everyone's going to remember. You made a similar statement. He made a similar statement to this a few months ago. And then he started backtracking on it and he started making it seem like he was pro-Shah by starting to kind of say some things going back in the wrong way. I am so glad you said this. This is undeniable. You completely ignored the IRGC and you're slandering the only person who's unified the Iranian people. You are helping the IRGC. Well, I want to show you guys that just in case anyone didn't know him.
The only reason this fucker has turned against Prince Reza Pahlavi is because Prince Reza Pahlavi didn't return his call. And he actually admitted that. Also, he supports the MEK. I think he might be even paid by the MEK. But let me actually show you this because let me just show you something that most of you have already seen, but it needs to be shown again. Not that garbage. This. Look at this. People wrote Javid Shah with their own blood. Actually, let me get a better image. I don't know why this guy decided to black and white it. Here's the original. Here. You see that? You see this? This is the blood of the Iranian people. You see that? That's Javid Shah. When the Iranian people were being shot at, they put their hands in their own blood and wrote Javid Shah. While they were dying, while they were bleeding, they wanted to make sure that the whole world knows what they were bleeding for. There wasn't a single corner in Iran during the uprising in early January that wasn't hearing people calling out his name, people calling out for him to come back to Iran. And you dare call yourself an Iranian and then attack the very thing that the Iranian people are fighting for, the very thing that the Iranian people are dying for, willingly risking their lives for. You're attacking that. You're attacking the will of the Iranian people, and therefore you're attacking Iran. Therefore, you're anti-Iranian. You're the enemy of my people. You're an enemy of my country. Fuck you. And we will destroy you. The Iranian people will destroy you.
This is a guy who has millions of subscribers. He has an audience of millions of people. Do you guys really think that he doesn't know who his audience is? What kind of people do you think watch his show? Why is he saying that? Do you guys see how many people are against just the simple concept of liberty and freedom?
Sam wanted me to point out that it says Marg Bar Khamenei here as well. So here it says Javid Shah, and they also wrote Marg Bar Khamenei, which means death to Khamenei.
We got one of our wishes. Now it's time for the next one.
Yep. It's time to get this one.
We got a super chat actually about this. Wyatt says, this will be a growing problem. Too many people have too high expectations. They can only be disappointed. Regime change is hard. This is a long road. And we should be prepared for that possibility. We can be prepared for that. Yeah, thank you for your super chat.
And we got actually more super chats. And thank you, Waya. Thank you for the super chat. Sarah saying, can we repatriate our beloved Shah back to Iran and give him a proper funeral fit for a great king? Actually, Sarah, that's such a good question, because I always say that when Iran is free, we're not going to be celebrating the return of one king. We're going to be celebrating the return of two kings. There are two Pahlavis. There are two kings that will coming back. The day that Prince Reza Pahlavi comes back to Iran is going to be the greatest celebration, the day of the greatest celebration that the Iranian people have ever experienced, the whole world has ever experienced. But then we have a second celebration, the day that the body of Mohammad Reza Shah comes back to Iran. And the Iranian people are waiting to receive him back to his country as well. Two Shahs are coming back to Iran.
The day that Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi returns is going to be an eruption of cheering around the entire country. The day that Mohammad Reza Shah returns, the last Shah in 1979, we will have a similar, if not much more joyous celebration. I can't wait. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there for both. Actually, hopefully for both of those events, but definitely the second one. quick update
All right,
before we
this
go to
is a
the
good-
next thing.
No, this is
Okay.
good. This is good for PPD. Afi is saying ریدم پس کله PPD. ریدم پس کله PPD, motherfucker. Yes, thank you, Afi. And also Lior saying 20 out of 10 super chats, double goal achieved.
Whoa.
Yes, blueberries for you, Armin.
I also
Thank
buttoned
you,
up my
Leo.
shirt today.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, we can't have.
In server was like, button your shirt.
I thought you don't follow rules. I thought when somebody tells you to do something, you would do the opposite.
That's when I was a kid. Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, I follow rules.
Okay, good.
Quick update on where President Trump is. He has landed as of 25 minutes ago. Landed back in Washington. So he's on his way to the White House as we speak.
Guys. Ooh, guys. I don't know. The eagle has landed.
Oh yeah,
Let me
pizza.
see.
Someone's saying pizza.
Here, let's go. Let's bring this up here. Okay, so let's adjust our information to this region. Okay, yeah, so, and also look at only for the past 1 hour, maybe, or yeah, 1 hour. So these are all the activity that we're seeing.
Can you just go over the UAE?
UAE. Well, let me actually read the latest.
Okay, yeah.
Here, and he's saying Lindsey Graham calls for liberation of Cuba. Okay, so that's Cuba. President Trump cites government circumstances. Nope, not that one. Let's see if okay. Iran's look at this. This one was from 30 minutes ago. Iran's armed forces prepared for potential enemy actions. You know, what happens if I click on this? Okay, so
As we have new tech.
Yes, this is from Tasnim. Tasnim is IRGC news. So Iran's armed forces have prepared new scenarios for any possible enemy foolishness, as they say. Oh, why does it keep moving? I was reading that. This new tech is like too active. So I guess it was just IRGC saying that they're getting ready. Where is it? Let me go lower again. This is new tech, so it's still glitchy a little bit. Oh, look at this one. Trump considers new strikes on Iran, discusses war with national security team. This is from 45 minutes ago. President Trump convened a meeting with his senior national security team on Friday. Okay, so that was on Friday. And we could see that this thing keeps updating. It needs to learn not to update. Oh, here. We get it over here. When I click on it, it comes here on the left.
Nice.
Okay, so I don't need to read it from here. When I click on it, I could read it here. Kinetic strike. Okay, Trump considers. Okay, so yeah. So when I click on it, I could just read it here on the right. So you wanted me to go to UAE?
Yeah, so I'm getting people saying that United States jets are taking off from the UAE, moving at Mach 1.7.
See, this is the problem with this. It says 45 minutes ago, but this one was from Friday morning. So why is it giving it to me? So this is new tech, guys, but they're working on it to make it better. We could click on view source and it brings us to a Telegram.
Yeah, so today there's been a lot of GPS jamming over the United Arab Emirates. And people are anticipating another NOTAM, another notice to not fly, over the UAE as well, and people think that that would be a huge indicator. So I think if the Pakistani delegation leaves, the Qataris already left. If the Pakistanis also leave, I think that would be a huge sign, in my opinion.
Oh, I see how I'm supposed to use this. You should only focus on the ones that doesn't have this unconfirmed logo next to it. Okay. I'm learning. Guys, I have a new toy. I'm learning how to use it. We could, with this new toy that we have now, we could have be a lot. Again, I don't know how to use it. It looks very complicated, so just bear with me. By the way, Ali, look at this. These red ones. Okay, these are GPS jams. So if you see so many GPS jams in an area, it might be suggestion that something is about to go down.
Yeah.
Do
you know why they're GPS jamming in those areas?
Why? Why do we have GPS jams in this area?
So Shahhed drones operate by GPS.
Oh.
They're defending themselves against Shahhed drones. So today there was a lot of GPS jamming, which means today the UAE is anticipating Shahhed drones. And I looked into it. So the Pakistani army commander, the Munir guy, is still in Tehran, but the interior minister of Pakistan has left Tehran. Interesting. Oh, I have something to share.
Mm-hmm.
Let me remove that.
Oh, we got it. Oh no, don't remove it. Oh yeah,
because we're on main, so we're gonna go on share.
Okay.
Okay, so SpaceX update. SpaceX just launched a new Starship, the V3, and it is the largest Starship ever. So this thing is going to be a huge upgrade from whatever Starlink was able to connect to last time. And once we hear Starlink, we think of internet for the people of Iran. So hopefully this thing gets pretty operational soon, which should be. And the Iranian people might start getting some signals again.
But no, but the thing, Iranian people already have signals for Starlink inside Iran. The problem is not whether, the problem is mostly not having the devices, you know, inside Iran.
Let's get some in there. Come on, let's do it.
Yeah, but that's the bottleneck. The bottleneck right now, like in Iran right now, if you do have a Starlink device, you will be able to get internet, right? The problem is that so many people don't have those devices.
Yeah. VPNs as well. Those are also they're expensive to buy. Let's go back to the main stage, but there we go.
So we got 3 more super chats. Shaul is saying PBD putting words in Prince's mouth, Princess of Pahlavi's mouth, like that is terrible. Yes, unfortunately, every people has these types. We will win despite them. Yes, completely agree. Yeah, that is terrible. Fuck him. I mean, he knows now that he's so hated by the Iranian people that he has given up on an Iranian audience, right? He's just focusing on trying to fool some Americans who don't know what's happening in Iran. He tried to take advantage of being Iranian and see if he could play that angle. And then as soon as he turned against Prince Reza Pahlavi, he was attacked so much that he's now given up on Iranians. He's moving away from them. He was trying to build an Iranian audience and it didn't work out.
He was a grifter. He was going back to his garbage audience.
We have a name for when somebody told you to button up your shirt. Sarah is naming it #ShirtGate. And guys, you can see that from now, Ali had his one button open at one of the shows, and somebody told him to button up or something, and now he never opens it again. So he got told.
Yeah. Got told off.
So he got
I
told
thought when you
off.
were like, we have a word for it, I thought you were going to say fuzul.
No, it's Shirtgate. It's an event. Goes down in our history of this channel now. And then we have Suzanne with a super sticker. Thank you so much, Suzanne. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Very kind. And Lior telling us we got 24 super chats today. Thank you. Wow. That's crazy. 24. That's really high.
Oh, this is so interesting. Look at this. Someone's saying there is a copy channel. Ooh. What's it called? Someone's copying us?
Is it the Secular Jihadist? That's my backup channel. Secular Jihadist? If it's a...
Yeah, they were saying, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, that's my backup channel. Don't worry. Well, thank you for letting us know.
You guys
Eventually,
are awesome.
I'm going to rename it. Eventually, I'm going to rename it to something liberty politics related. Yes. No, they're saying, oh, never mind. No. Actually, the fact that you saw it means that it's reaching. So thank you for reporting this. So that means it has some sort of a reach. Okay. So thank you for mentioning, and thank you for being so concerned about somebody trying to, leech out. No, it's not false alarm. It's actually good. It's good. It's good that you saw it.
Okay, so if the Saudi delegation leaves, a no TAM is issued over UAE. I don't know how many more clear signs we could have other than actual boom booms. Also, those IRGC, the jet activity over Tehran was because IRGC jets took off to escort the Qatari plane out. So the no TAM, no flight was issued. Then the Qataris were like, oh, and they started getting up into the air, and the IRGC jets started escorting them out. They were not headed toward Qatar. They were just headed towards the closest border of Iran they could possibly get to so they can get out of Iranian airspace. So they're spooked. Qataris are spooked.
So, by the way, I think, like, Ali, here's the thing, though. If there is no military operations by the end of this weekend, I predict some Iranians just like really losing patience.
Yeah.
Because so many people are hoping for this weekend, including InServer in the chat. I think he's gonna come. InServer is gonna come out the day after, and we're like, fuck yeah. But I know. But guys, whatever happens, just be we're in this fight until it's over, okay? And we have to focus more on things that is within that are within our control, rather than the things that are not in our control. And the things that are in our control is that we will continue fighting. We will continue fighting regardless of what happens. That's within our control.
Absolutely. Things like this take time, and it's been very fortunate that so much has happened in such a short amount of time. But yeah, we have to be prepared for the possibility of it taking much longer. And we should have plans in case it takes longer, Okay, so another update. So guys, basically I scour open source intelligence, and I have some keywords that I look out for. And one of them are American warplanes or Israeli warplanes. And so an Iraqi news channel is reporting that American and Israeli warplanes just entered Iraqi airspace with a flight radar confirmation. KC-135R, KC-46 refueling aircraft are over Iraq. This just indicates that they are ready in case things happen. This does not indicate that things are happening right now, just that things could happen.
It's so much activity for nothing to happen. Like I see why some people would be disappointed if nothing happened. It's just way. It's just so much activity.
Yeah.
And by the way, Ali, you're so good at finding this, so thank you for that.
Thank you.
Mouse Toes, thank you so much for the super chat. Very generous super chat. Thank you so much for that. Saying
Yeah, I like your
thank you
profile
for all
picture.
your. Oh yeah, that's cute. It's saying thank you for all your efforts to bring your knowledge of the area and the plight of the Iranian people reaching for freedom. Iran will be free. Oh, well, you're welcome, and thank you so much for your support and your message of encouragement. We do need these, like, you guys really do motivate us by saying stuff like that. So thank you. We do need it.
Thank you.
Yeah, it makes it so much easier to keep working on this, guys. Like, if we were like, this is what I think. This is why we love going live, because if I was just like Ali, I think if we were just making videos and editing it and putting it out there, you wouldn't have this connection to a community of people that keep giving you motivation and energy. So this is why, like, when I'm working, I'm like, at the end of the day, I was like, oh my God, that was 8 hours of constant live streaming. And I feel like that didn't even feel like work because of the constant, motivation and positive energy that you get from the people watching you do this and telling you, giving you support. It just makes it so much easier to do all of this.
Yeah, the energy that you guys give us actually helps much more than you think. You know what people in my discussion group were saying last night? Someone said, Addy, you seem so much more like yourself now. And I was like you're so much less like less stiff. Like you're showing more of your personality. And I was like, oh yeah, when I first did start, I was kind of like sitting in this chair and I'm just like my body's like tensed up. I'm like, there's hundreds of people listening to what I'm saying. They're gonna remember what I say. Everything's recorded. And then now I'm like, okay, I'm comfortable. And that's actually mainly because there's people in the chat. And you you come here and you're like, okay, Sarah's gonna be there, Amir's gonna be there, Javid Shah's gonna be there, Newton, like all these people are gonna be there, and you're like, oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
Oh. By the way, 1,000 people are watching us, so like I know it doesn't look like that on YouTube, but we're seeing Ali and I are seeing the real numbers because we're broadcasting in multiple places, right? So 473 on my Twitter, on my X, 130 on Atheist Republic X, one person on Twitch, 157 on Ali's YouTube channel. So 275 here on Liberty Politics YouTube channel, and 2 people on Secular Jihadist YouTube channel. And then that adds up to 1,000 and now 1,014. So that's good.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
How many viewers do you think will tune in if war breaks out?
Oh my God, so many. I mean, I forgot at some point when we were on Iran Revolution Live with Goldie, I forgot how it was, but it got to like really crazy high numbers. Yeah.
You got to show people what's going on. It'll be so great because people will tune in and then they'll actually see what's going on, and we can tell them who the IRGC are and what they do.
By the way, guys, we're getting close to 30 super chats, which means that we're basically close to our triple the goal for today. Philly being number 26 as Lior's count. So Philly, thank you so much for the super chat saying, is there a backup plan for a different leader if something would happen to the crown prince? Is it the princess? Yes, it's Noor Pahlavi. It would be Noor Pahlavi. Noor Pahlavi would be our good question, though. And thank you for the super chat.
So yeah, there are.
I mean,
There are
Oh, yeah.
planes over Iraqi airspace. Yeah, yeah, okay.
Okay.
Sorry, what were you saying?
So I'm saying that I get again. I'm not saying this is what's going to happen or this is what should happen, because I am just one person. I'm just one person, and I have one vote. But if it was up to me, Prince Reza Pahlavi would not be king when Iran is liberated. Noor Pahlavi would be our Shah, or our queen, and Prince Reza Pahlavi would be the prime minister. So we would have the head of state and head of government both be Pahlavis. If it was my choice, again, I know the Iranian people want Prince Reza Pahlavi to be the king, but my personal choice would be for Princess Noor Pahlavi to be the queen immediately after Iran's liberation, and Prince Reza Pahlavi to be the prime minister.
Yeah, that would be very smart, because Princess Noor Pahlavi can not only have more time to learn and to get adjusted to her new position, which means that she will do a better job, but also Prince Reza Pahlavi, who is ready to step in immediately, gets the hardest position with the most responsibility, and he's completely ready to face that, and he has the most power to take Iran out from the pit of darkness of which it is right now. I agree with that. I think that's a great idea. But then, like, what if they vote not for a monarchy? What if they vote for something else?
I don't think that would happen. I mean, can you imagine the environment and the feeling that people will have towards Pahlavi once Iran is free? I think even so many people who say that they're not going to vote for monarchy in that environment during those celebrations and everything it being about Pahlavi's return, I think a lot of those people are going to be like, fuck it, I'm voting for monarchy. Like, I genuinely believe so many people who don't even know it today that they're going to be voting for monarchy in that environment. They're going to be like, you know what, fuck it, monarchy it is.
Oh man, I need to go vote. Do you think they'll let me with an expired passport?
Oh yeah, for sure. You have an American passport, don't you?
Yeah, I have both.
Yeah, for sure. Like, imagine, okay, so many Iranians have expired passports because they didn't want to renew their passports with the Islamic regime. Imagine if the new government in Iran says, like, to all of them, well, you can't come back for the celebrations because you don't have an updated passport. Like, that would be insane.
Yeah, true. All the people that I've talked to, when I tell them, yeah, I want to go to Iran as soon as possible, like as soon as Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi has landed and there's flights available, I want to go. And they're like, why are you insane? Why would you give it like 5 years, then go? Like this and that. I'm like, I don't, like, I'm 26. I'll only be 26 when I'm 26. And this is only going to happen one time. I can only get the atmosphere of a free Iran one time. I'm not going to wait for anything. It doesn't matter like what I'm doing at the moment. I can go back to doing it in the future if I want to, because that's just my fortune. Like, I'm lucky. Why would I not go?
Guys, in my defense of making Noor Pahlavi our queen, okay, and making Princess Pahlavi our prime minister, imagine going from the mullahs to having her as the head of state in your country. Like imagine we have going from Khamenei as the head of state to Her Royal Highness Princess Nur Pahlavi as the head of state. Like, isn't that? I mean, isn't that amazing? Like, isn't that like a transformation? The most historical transformation. This
You go from old, ugly mullahs with the worst ideologies ever to a young, forward-looking, progressive lover of Iran, who is a woman. The mullahs are not. Oh man,
Yeah,
I
go
agree. I agree, Armin. Let's just make her the queen right now.
Wait, let me. By the way, she follows me on X. Hold on. Look at, yeah, that's her. That's our queen, our future queen.
Flex. Be like, yeah, wait, so soon you can be like, yes, a world leader follows me, listens to my opinion.
Oh my God.
You should put that in
Wait,
your
let me
bio.
see.
Advisor to Her Royal Highness Nur Pahlavi.
It's one of the greatest honor of my life that she follows me on X. You know also why it's one of the greatest honors of my life that she follows me on X?
Why?
Is that she only follows 63 people.
Mm.
She only follows the future queen of Iran follows only 63 people on X. And one of them is me. I mean, I don't know. This is like the greatest honor of my life.
You know, there's moments where you realize just how far you've come. And I think that must have been a moment for you.
I don't think I deserve it to be.
I think you absolutely. I think you absolutely do.
Oh
I think you absolutely do.
Right. I don't know.
You know, for me, a moment like that would be I really, really, really want to not just like of course interviewing like Sajid or someone like that would be like amazing, but I just want to have like an informal conversation with Sajid at one point. That would be like I would be like, okay, I made it. I did it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I have one of the greatest interviews with Sayyid Qasim. So, guys, if you don't know who's, yeah. So, you guys know, everybody here knows Sayyid Qasim. Sayyid Qasim is Princess of Pahlavi's right-hand man, right?
He's a genius.
And then I had a historical interview with him. About the Iran Prosperity Project when it was being attacked. Let me see if I could find it. Okay, so this is Sayyid Qasim, who follows me as well, by the way. And where's my interview with him? Oh my God. Need to write it in Persian because I can't search for it because my interview with him is in Persian. So if I search for Sayyid Qasim in English, it's not going to show up.
Mm.
So I need to here. There we go.
Nova Mike says she might be watching you right now.
Oh my God! I should stop swearing.
I think maybe that's why Goldie asks that of you.
Yeah,
makes sense.
But okay, you know what?
We try no swearing.
No, you know, some Iranians tell me like, Armin, how do you know that she doesn't follow you because you just don't censor yourself? Like maybe like she followed you when you were swearing, so maybe you should continue doing that. But yeah, this is my interview with Sayyid Qasim, and this ended up being a. Hold on, let me mute this. Mute. Yes, this ended up being, people took clips out of this interview and posted it on X, and it went viral because of all the things that was revealed from the discussion I had with Saeed Qasim here. So this was a big interview before any of this happened, by the way. And he ended up he thought that he's not in, like, I think he was very happy with it at the end of it. Oh, by the way, Ali, you're getting close. You're getting really close to 1,000.
Oh.
Let me see. 915. Yes.
Wow.
So we should put the link in the chat.
That would be
again.
great.
Guys, we're getting so close to.
So I'll hit 1,000 subs. The strikes will start. Oh, wait. We had a poll, remember? Will the strikes start, or will I hit 1,000 subs?
Ooh. No, don't say that, because now people are gonna not subscribe to you to make sure that the other one wins, right? So
that's fine. That is fine by me. It's a win-win for me. No, guys, don't go like subscribing with your fake accounts or anything like that. We'll get there eventually.
But thank you for caring.
Yeah, thank you though.
Where is the? Oh. Where is Lior's count? I'm looking for Lior's count. She had this. Okay, let me find it. I try to star Lior's count every time because she takes effort in putting in the counts there, and I need to appreciate her.
All right. The President of the United States is now in the White House. He's back.
Found. Okay. What? Okay, guys, the super chats are so many. You guys are so supportive, and wow, look at that. Look at that. We're 32. We're at 32. More than triple our goal. More than triple our goal. Wow, you guys, thank you. Cat Lover, so let's go to the super chats. Thank you. Cat Lover saying, remember that Mullah saying Khamenei would never risk his family's lives? I saw him in person once in an ex-IRGC soldier gathering, mad about his job. What? Am I reading this correctly?
Remember that
Mullah saying Khamenei would never risk his family's life? Oh, you saw the Mullah. I thought you said you saw Khamenei.
Which Mullah?
I forgot. Oh, yeah, I remember. There was a news from a Mullah explaining that Khamenei was tricked by Americans right before Operation Epic Fury, because that Mullah spoke to Ali Khamenei's family, and he was told by Ali Khamenei's family that the Americans made it seem like the negotiations, the deal, are going to reach a deal, because Omanese officials were going to meet with the Americans, and the Americans pretended like a deal is so close, and Ali Khamenei left the deepest part of his bunker to come to a higher level of his bunker, closer to the ground, because he thought that, okay, a deal is happening, so there's no military operations, right? And then the Americans, as they took advantage of that moment, and the Israelis killed them, right? So there was a mullah who said, like, obviously Ali Khamenei, because many pro-regime Iranians were saying, like, oh, look at him, he was so brave, he came out in the open, not being afraid of death. But this mullah was saying, don't say that, because even if he's risking himself, he wouldn't be risking his family, because, like, he wouldn't have his grandchild and, you know, his wife and all of them out in the open, so at risk like that, right? And that mullah who was saying that, apparently Cat Lover has met that mullah. I saw him in person once in an ex-IRGC soldiers gathering, mad about his job. Well, stay mad. Wow. Interesting. Cat lover is like really connected. We should pay attention to cat lover.
Yeah.
Like her father, her uncle. Like she's been in
True.
ex IRGC gatherings with people close to the beta rapidly. Holy guys, cat lover is like an important person among us with good information. We should pay attention to her. And thank you for the super chat.
Yeah, keep us updated. We'll get our news
Yeah.
from you.
Yeah. And then we have, let me see. Wow. Okay, hold on. We have 33. Crazy. Okay, so we have Clan World saying Trump's losing time to keep this a political win before the midterms. Losing time to keep this a political win. Okay, staying in DC on Memorial Day weekend is also big. He will strike soon, I bet. Yep. Those are, I mean, I agree with those 2 points. Like, he needs to do it before the midterms. True.
Please. Please do it exactly 5 months and 20 days before the midterms, which is today.
Yeah, that would be nice. Amir just gifted 5 memberships to the people in the chat. Thank you, Amir. 5 more people are members now because of Amir. And Sam, our very own Sam. Oh my God, Sam, you didn't have to do that.
They actually
Sam
they put a
Shiraz.
comment. I think maybe they were trying to put this comment up.
Oh, thank you for noticing, Ali.
Yeah.
And they're saying, Armin, the day Khamenei was hit with you crying in Goldie's show, I was crying nonstop. Oh, I promise you that on Victory Day, we will have joy, crying, and dancing together, and it's closer than you think. I hope
I
you're
was
ready,
crying
Sam.
too.
Oh,
I was actually watching
really?
you guys, and then I was crying in my room. It was like completely dark. Okay, I'm sitting in my room alone, room completely dark, and I'm just like watching this. And I'm just like,
Oh, that moment, man. It bonded us together, that moment. I think we felt so connected with each other. And Sam, to your point, we have to dance and sing and celebrate extra hard because the people who, many of our fallen, many of the people that the regime took from us, before dying, asked us to dance on their behalf and celebrate and sing on their behalf once Iran is free as well. And they made us promise to do that.
quick updates.
Okay.
So I don't know if you heard, but President Trump is back at the White House now. In addition to fighter jets being over Iraq, which is now confirmed, we are now getting other reports that fighter jets are also over Syria. There are a few tankers also in the Persian Gulf near the coast of the UAE, like strato tankers and refueling aircraft. People are ready. You know, I genuinely don't think. Oh, by the way, Admiral Cooper is in CENTCOM headquarters in Florida. So is the Joint Chiefs of Staff, Raisin Kane, is also there. By the way, I don't think like anyone actually knows. Maybe besides those 3 people, President Trump and then the 2 commanders, no one else knows when it's going to start. I think President Trump is literally just going to be like, "You guys ready?" Boom, and then boom, green light, go.
Holy crap! There's a lot happening.
Was there another? I think you were going to bring up something else, right?
No, everything you're telling me is making me like think like today might be the day. I don't know. Getting our
If
hopes
it's
up.
not today, tomorrow, right? Because it's Saturday. It's still the weekend. It would have to be then.
Okay, you know what? We are going to have strikes, okay? Because Bill is already settled in his war watching chair. So Bill is saying I'm in my war watching chair. All right. That
He's ready.
settles it. Okay. He's ready. You know what? Actually, you're right, CMD. It's not going to start until I sleep. It's not going to start until I fall asleep. So,
True.
yeah. Last time it happened when I was sleeping. So maybe I should go to bed right now, huh? You guys
Yeah.
want me to get it started? Yeah.
I should give you. You should get a pager. You know, like that doctors have in case they need to get woken up for like a surgery or something.
No, why not? Like last time it worked out when I was asleep. So let me go sleep.
No, but I mean like to wake you up. But Armin has to go to sleep. I got it to get to 1K subs, and then we'll let President Trump know that he can go.
Wait, look at this. Wyatt, thank you for the super chat. Oh my god. This was the number 31, making us go triple our goal. Wyatt is saying in Pennsylvania, where I live, you don't have to be US citizen to head a nonprofit. What? Yeah, you don't have to be a US citizen or to head a nonprofit. Oh, okay. Nonprofits can raise funds, get grants, etc. Great ideas are nothing without money. What do you two think of this idea? Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't know about the laws. I need to actually make sure that legally everything we're doing is correct. But I had this idea for Liberty Politics to eventually becoming a think tank, and then also and eventually a political action committee, where we will raise funds and decide. And guys, join the discussion group because that's going to be our think tank on what to spend the money on to support the politicians that get us globally will have the highest impact on getting us closer to liberty. That is my dream for Liberty Politics one day. So we have to legally look at every country and how we could be influential there and where we would get the biggest bang for our buck. But definitely something but we're not there yet. So we have to, the first thing I want to do is to get our community here, our discussion group, to 10,000, right? So right now we have 4,500 members. We first have to get that to 10,000, and eventually we'll use this as a base of operations. Okay, so guys, again, join it, please. So we could get it to 10,000, and then we're raising an army here to fight for liberty globally. Oh, wait, the link that I posted didn't. You could scan the QR code on the top left if you want. Oh, actually, let me give you the right link with the. Here, use this link. Are you guys all in the discussion group? Is this not working? Okay, yeah, it's working. Yeah, Armin's army. Are you guys all in the discussion group? If you're not, please join. We're trying to get to 10,000. And it's a really fun group to be in and meet people that are interested in politics. Ali's there. I'm there. Okay. And then we got another super chat. Amir saying, psych, what if Boom Boom starts? Psych, am I reading that right? What if Boom Boom start exactly when Ali hit 1K sub? Yeah, okay. So guys, this is actually a great promotion for Ali's YouTube channel.
Best day ever.
Which you should. Yes.
Guys, there's 1,039 people watching. If you guys, 40 people, if you guys are all subbed, the Boom Booms can start immediately.
Ooh. Yes, it will happen when Ali. Oh, wow! You're at 925.
Oh,
so yeah, guys, I posted Ali's YouTube link in the chat. If you get it to 1,000, we might see President Trump starting military operations.
That's true.
So
I don't make the rules. That's just how it is.
yeah, that's how it is. That's just how it is. And then we have Hezi with a super chat. Thank you, Hezi, saying if His Royal Highness Princess Nur Pahlavi decided Armin deserves her attention, then Armin must accept it and not say, I don't think I deserve it. Okay, fine. Okay. Thank you. I love that. Thank you. And then we got another super chat by Erickson saying Trump just posted that he's waiting with the strikes. Oh, okay. Oh my God. I was taking this seriously. I was like, oh my God, Trump just posted. I'm like, oh my God, there's a new post by Trump about Iran. Holy crap. But then I read the okay, you guys. Okay, thank you. Erickson is saying Trump just posted that he's waiting with the strikes until Ali has 1,000 subscribers. Okay, you heard it here, guys. Go subscribe to Ali's channel. Oh, wow, you're at 931. Only 70 away. Only 70 away from yes. Crazy.
All right, to hype you guys up even more. What does it say? Resonnet International, which is a IRGC media news channel, is saying that Iranian armed forces have been on the highest level of readiness for hours now.
Holy crap, guys. It might be tonight, hey?
Hope so.
Jeez.
All airports in the United Arab Emirates are now closed.
What?
I'm trying to keep up. So much happening. All right, fighter jets are also heard over Erbil and Baghdad in Iraq, so north and over the capital. Erbil is actually very close to Iran.
We're getting GPS jamming across southern Syria.
Southern Syria?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, also, you're right. I saw also this. Here, let me.
Yeah, bring it up.
Iran's armed forces enter highest state of alert amidst regional tensions. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing that on the this new techie thing that we have. See, multiple sources report widespread GPS jamming. This is breaking across. Here, let me click on this. That's where the source. Multiple sources report widespread GPS jamming across southern Syria. Oh, across southern Syria, Kuwait, Qatar, UAE, and northern Oman. So that just happened. And then we also have the one that you mentioned. Iran's armed forces enter highest state of alert amid regional tensions. And then that story just broke.
You know, I've like infiltrated IRGC Telegram channels.
You have? Okay. You joined them, basically.
Yeah, I joined them and I can see what the regime supporters talk about.
Oh, good. Keep an eye on that.
Yeah, which is how that one time a few weeks ago, I was like, oh yeah, did you see how there's a regime supporter who said, wait guys, what if the regime brought in the terrorist militias for us as well?
By the way, guys, I subscribe to this thing. What do we call that? What is this called? This terminal, this intelligence terminal for you guys. Let me know if you like it. This is for you. Like I'm paying monthly for it.
Actually, if you can show where Georgia is, it's right above Armenia. So Georgia is, during the war, was actually letting Russian planes land there and pass through there to deliver supplies to the IRGC. So Georgia also goes on the list. The Georgian government goes on the list.
Wait, say that again. Georgia, what?
Yeah, so
They're
the
under-
Georgian government were letting Russian planes land there, refuel, or even go and pass through their airspace so they could give IRGC more stuff.
Crazy. Did they even know what it was for?
We don't know what was in it, but the Hudson Institute has reported that.
Look, these GPS jammings were there before, but these GPS jammings here are new. They just happened. Do you know why do we have that? Like, what's happening?
My best guess would be either Israeli or US stuff there, or allies of the US and Israel forces. Come on, guys. What time is it right? It's like almost 4 a.m. in Iran. Man. All right, so they go in, they take out all of the anti-air defense that the regime has built up. They close the entrances to the missile cities. They boom every single IRGC person they can possibly find. They also destroy everything that the IRGC has, like armored vehicles, like supplies, everything. Get aerial supremacy, so we can have drones hover everywhere all the time. Open up the Strait of Hormuz, obviously. That might require troops on the ground. What else? That's about it. That's how we start, I think. Bonehead is saying, I had to go to sleep. Last time they attacked Khamenei at 9 a.m. local time. Yeah, so that's actually in about 6 hours, five and a half hours for me. But I can't, I'm excited. This next 48 hours, if it doesn't happen in this next 48 hours, then hopefully new information.
Then nothing. We keep fighting. Then nothing. We keep fighting. Then
nothing. No, not as in like
fight.
Yeah, not as in like be discouraged or anything, but it's like if it doesn't happen in this 48 hours, we need more indicators. We need to like really pay attention and see where things are going.
Okay, let's do some more super chats.
Yeah.
Sarah saying Amir is the Santa Claus of this chat. Gifts, yes. Amir keeps buying everyone gifts. Thank you, Amir.
Okay. Thank you, Amir.
Thank you. Yes. And then we have Lord. Oh, John. I don't know which one should I call. I will call you John based on your school name, right? In our community. Saying next day we partied in a bar north of Boston. Oh, really? Wish I was there. I haven't partied for more than a decade.
Really?
Yes.
Well, what do you do on your birthday?
I spend time with family.
Fair enough.
Small. Yeah. Or maybe, I don't know, New Year. I guess New Year, that can be considered a party. Going to watch fireworks and having a drink. Depends on how you define a party, I guess. And then, and I don't know how to pronounce your name. NARKB saying CBS reports U.S. prepares for new attacks on Iran. Yeah, Ali, you mentioned that, right?
Yeah, some U.S. officials have canceled their Memorial Day plans, which is this Monday, so like 2-3 days from now, and people are thinking that that means that they know strikes are coming. I mean, it's the same thing as President Trump canceling his weekend plans, which was his son's wedding.
By the way, we got to 36 super chats, which is crazy.
Thank you.
We basically got close to 4 times our goal. And thank you, Leo, for keeping count. I wouldn't even know that we got to 33 if Leo wasn't not counting. And yeah.
You want to know what the Wall Street Journal is saying? It's a classic. It's a classic. They're saying that the Wall Street Journal, citing U.S. officials, said that President Trump told his aides at the NSA meeting today that he wanted to give diplomacy with Iran more time. Sure, buddy, sure.
Yeah, Texas thing, I would not put too much stock in that story. Ooh, guys, we're keeping an eye. Let's see, updates. Look at this. This is like the escalation index, right? So the escalation index it says, I don't know. Again, guys, I'm trying to get used to how this tool works. But it looks red for Iran right now. It's at 54. Oh, we got another super chat. Philly saying, if when booms happen again, will you and Goldie still do the shorter streams or go back to the longer? I think we're going to go back to the longer ones. I mean, it's up to Goldie, but I think we're going to go back to the longer ones. We're going to go back to the old ways. By the way, so Ali, if that happens, I wouldn't be able to do streaming with you, given how much time that would take. But
Yeah,
Ali would be streaming on both channels and giving you his takes without me being here, right?
True story.
Yeah, streaming, yes. Oh, people are sad. People are saying, "Oh, Ali will be streaming alone."
That's okay.
Oh, it's okay. I'm sure. No, he wouldn't. Here, look at this. So you're saying Ali might be streaming alone? No, he wouldn't, because you would be here with him, right? All of you guys would be with him, right?
All 1,125 of you.
Oh my God, that's many people are watching. Oh
Whoa.
yeah, nice. Whoa. Yes, it will be with Ellie. Yeah, guys, keep him company while I'm away, okay? Hopefully it does happen. Hopefully it does happen.
All right. Well, should we wrap up the live, and then if things happen, then we'll be back.
Yes. And Lior was saying that was super chat 37. Thank you, Lior. Lior, you've been so helpful. Helping me keep count. Oh, never mind. We have another one. 38. Wow. Okay, BT, thank you so much for the super chat. Saying US Intel. By the way, thank you, BT. Thank you. I don't know if I can even say what I'm about to say, but thank you. So I'm not going to say it. We say US Intel reports 100 IRGC officers have arrived in Lebanon in recent months to retain arm Hezbollah. Thoughts? Ooh. So Lebanon and Iraq have been the Islamic Republic's only remaining exhibition of deterrence ability by the regime. So because the regime has been severely damaged, right now they're naked, right? And they need to be able to demonstrate pressure on the countries in the region. So Hezbollah is really important right now for the Islamic Republic to be able to, because if they're talking to the Americans, if you have nothing you could do against, first of all, there's nothing they could do against the Americans. So the only thing that the Islamic Republic could do so that at the negotiating table they have something to offer is for them to keep threatening Americans' allies during the negotiation. So that during the negotiation, one of the things that they could put on the table as a negotiating, as something they could offer, is to stop that, right? So the continuation of supporting Hezbollah against Israel and supporting Hashd al-Shabi maybe against Iran, against Saudi Arabia and Kuwait, will give the Islamic Republic something, a little bit of an upper hand, like not upper, like something to negotiate with at the, because right now they have nothing. Like, what do I even offer? The main thing that they have is the Strait of Hormuz, but that's just, it's so embarrassing that that's the only thing they have. Is pathetic. So they need to have more things they could use as leverage at the negotiating table. So that's why during this time, before they come to a deal, they need to cause maximum damage to UAE, to Kuwait, to Saudi Arabia, to Israel, so that when you're talking to the Americans, it could be like, one thing I have is that I could stop that. So that's my guess for what they're doing. Holy shit, guys, we got to 42. We're more than 4 times our goal. Oh my God. How is this happening? Guys, unbelievable. We have the best community because you don't get to 42 super chats with this size of an audience.
It's Armin's army.
Oh, okay, you guys are seriously the best. And then we have, okay, so let's, thank you guys. Thank you. I really don't know what to say.
You guys are awesome.
So Dom Dividend is saying happy Memorial Day. Oh, happy Memorial Day. Let me see. Hold on, let me see. Okay. And then thank you, Dom. Thank you so much. And then we have Amir. Let me see. Let me heart. I'm trying to heart all of these. I feel bad if I don't heart the super chats. Okay. Okay. Amir saying 40 out of 40. So Amir was number 40. Saying 40 out of 40. Remember blueberries. Okay, guys, I need to go get some blueberries. Thank you. Okay, I will reward myself with blueberries. Thank you. By the way, I know this is too nerdy for so many of you guys, but apparently between fresh blueberries, frozen blueberries, and dried blueberries, the best one is frozen blueberries for some reason. It's the healthiest one. A lot of people would guess that fresh blueberries would be the most superior for your health. But for some reasons that I'm not going to get into, frozen blueberries are the best. And they're cheaper. Again, nobody asked for that information, and I gave it anyways. Nobody wanted to know that, but I shared it with you guys anyways.
People didn't know that they wanted to know.
Yes. No. Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Right. Okay. And yes, that's a good way of putting it. And then we have Hezi. Oh, Hezi is giving a super chat. And this is addressed at BT, saying we should open bets on how many of those IRGC officers got boomed by the IDF. That's a good one. Yes. Maybe there's only half of them. Maybe there's only 50 of them left now. Okay. And then we have another super chat saying 42 is the answer. Yes, this is super chat number 42. And that's the perfect way to celebrate super chat number 42 by saying 42 is the answer, the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything. Thank you for all the fish.
Yes, Ramen
I just
Viking.
added.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know. Does that, so everybody knows the reference, right? Goodbye and thank you for all the fish. Do people know the reference here?
I don't know it.
Right. Okay.
What is it?
If you know, you know. Okay. It's the dolphins leaving Earth.
Oh man, we're just getting hit with super chats left, right, center.
Okay, I will read them fast. I know you're tired. Wait. So long and no, that's another one. So long, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that's people. Do you guys know? I'm trying to see if anybody knows what we're talking about. Yeah, okay, you guys know. Yeah, the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Okay, and then we have Dominic Spencer with saying, let's exceed the counter. Oh, what do you mean? How? The counter is locked already. But thank you. I mean, guys, like, thank you, guys. I mean, I don't know what you say. Like, you guys are like, this is the most super chats I've ever received ever. And it's not even our biggest streams. Sarah saying Mushali is also frozen. Sucker.
True.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, just like blueberries, it's healthier to have a dead frozen mushali than an alive one, right? Oh, I can't believe we just compared a dead corpse of the supreme leader to frozen blueberries. Yeah.
How far we've
doing? How far we've gone? What are we doing? Somebody stop us. Okay. And then we got another super chat. Remy saying, more super chatties. What the hell? Thank you, guys. Super chatties. You guys are very chatty today. Hold on. What was that number? Where are we even at now? 45. Okay, we need to end the stream before we get to 50 because that's too crazy. If we get to 50, it's too crazy. So let's try to stop, get through the super chats. I only have 3 more left. We're not gonna let you guys get us to 50, okay? And then we have Amir saying Mushali is the new Lord of the Flies. Okay. Yes, okay. So many cultural references today. And then we have Sarah with the final super chat, bringing us to 45. 45. Our goal was 10, and we got to 45. Sarah saying a wall of shame in Iran with traitors' names on it. Oh, yep. I think we need that. Yep. I think we need that. Oh my God, 40s, boom boom at 47 super chats. Nemo, okay. Thank you for the
47th president. We keep it.
Yes. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yes, if we get to 47, but I think that was 46. Yeah. Oh, 48 actually. Oh, that was we're at 48. Oh, guys, we're 48.
Oh,
okay.
Well,
all right. Let's end the stream right now. Okay. Like try to stop it before 50. Okay, Ali. All good? Any other updates that we missed before we
everything's great. Yeah, guys. So it's about like 3:30. Yes, 3:30 a.m. and in Tehran, and we are looking at a sunny day with a high of 29 degrees Celsius or 84 degrees Fahrenheit in Tehran today. Perfect weather for boom booms, in my opinion, if it doesn't already happen right now. And yes, tomorrow night, and tonight, or I want to say tonight and tomorrow night, may be the nights that change history. We are here to cover that for you guys. Oh, 49 now.
49. Oh my God. Saying we love you guys. Thank you.
Love you too.
Oh no. Oh no. And then 50. Oh my God. Thank you guys. We got us to, we get all the way to 50. Holy crap. 50 super chats. Leo saying 50. Oh no. And Amir getting us to 51. Okay, stop it, guys. Okay, Amir saying good night, everybody. Okay, guys, stop. Thank you. This is too much love. 51. Oh my God, 51. Okay.
Thank you guys.
All right.
Yeah, 51. That's a record. We gotta put that.
That's a record. And it was a record for a long time ago. It was a record when we were like at 40. So this is beyond a record. Just quickly, guys. Before we go, I just want to say, if it doesn't happen in the next 48 hours, please do not get demotivated. Please do not get demotivated. If it happens, we will celebrate. If it doesn't, we will keep fighting until the regime is gone. Okay, please, we need to keep fighting. Don't just wait for Americans and Israeli to do something. Ask what we can do rather than what other people could do for us. If it happens, we will celebrate it. If it doesn't, we will figure it out. Okay?
Yeah, we will. Oh yeah.
And also, Ali, let me see if you got to.
Oh,
what's the latest update? 943. You're 57 from 1,000. Probably next time we talk, you're gonna be already at 1,000 subscribers.
We're almost there.
Yes.
So
Okay,
when I get
guys,
to 1,000, I'll say 1K. Like it won't have all the numbers. Okay, cool. I'll look super official.
It would have.
Then.
Oh yeah. Okay. Would it? Oh yeah, you're right. It would say 1K.
Sweet.
Yeah. Okay, guys, we need to go. We got to 52, like a card deck, like somebody says in the chat. 52. Okay. Thank you, guys, and thank you also for subscribing to Ali's channel. And yes, so don't forget to also join our discussion group. Yes. Do I hear 53? 53? No. No, stop, you guys. You guys are gonna go broke. Don't do that. Okay. So, but thank you guys. Really appreciate you guys. And guys, this is our discussion group. Come and join me and Ali. We have daily discussions there. If you want to come talk to me, just look at the ones that have my pictures on it. The one with the fire emoji are the free ones. The one with the the crown or the diamond image are the premium and VIP ones. If you want to talk to Ali has an event once every 3 days. Come join the discussion group and look at the ones with the Ali picture on it in the calendar and go talk to him there. Again, the link, I will put the link in the chat. You could also get to the discussion group by scanning the QR code in the top left. Remember, this discussion group is turning into, it's not just a discussion group. We call it a discussion group, but it's going to be a base of operations. We're raising an army here for liberty. Once we get to 10,000 members, we're going to do a lot of political activity. We're not just going to be talking politics. We're going to be doing politics, okay? So getting early before we get there, right? 53. Oh my God. Okay, guys, 53. 53. Thank you, Ace, for the super chat. Okay. All right, guys. Love you guys. Love all the support. And yes, there we go. And see you soon. See you same time tomorrow. If we see any military operations, Ali is probably going to go live, right? If I'm awake, I will join him. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, okay. All right, guys. See you guys soon. Thank you for all the love. You guys are very generous. Love you guys. Don't know how to thank you.
You guys are awesome.
You guys are awesome. Yes. So I'm just going to say, Am Israel Chai, Slava Ukrainia, Long live America.
Long live America.
Javicha.
Payande Iran.